Hi, American Film My Phone, and welcome to another video. Today we are diving into Não Para Não, the second studio album by Pabllo Vittar, which came out back in 2018, so it's been a minute, but I'm very excited to get into this project. I've listened to 111 and Batidão Tropical and pretty much everything from the more current era, but I have listened to some song going back to Não Para Não and even to Vai Embora. And I'm just really excited to dive into another full body work from Pabllo Vittar. I feel like this album's gonna be great, and I'm just gonna have a great time. The songs I have already heard from Pabllo Vittar on this album is Buzina, Dilsinho, and Problema Seu. So, like, if it sounds like, oh, I heard the song before, it's because I've heard it before. So I haven't heard Seu Crime or tracks 5 through 10. So I am very excited to dive into the new songs. I will be still listening to the old songs just so I can get a feel for the whole album as a whole. But yeah, I'm overall just really excited to just jump right into the project. So thank you for requesting this video in any way. Let's get into it. Track number 1, Buzina, a song we've heard, a song we enjoy. Let's hear it again. All right, let's start that alarm blaring. Zina, 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 Zina. Boom. I love that horn in the glass breaking. Ooh, I like how we just go lower each time. I like how even when she says Buzina there, it sounds a little like when she repeats Buzina over and over. Iconic. So that was Buzina, and what a way to start off the album. It's a bop. I really like how it has that more experimentalness, but like kind of like a party kind of vibe at the same time. Almost like we are getting into 111, but really like altogether, especially Raja Dao from 111, where like it gets a little more experimental, where we have part of what she sang repeated over and over. Because I doubt she did Zina, 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 Zina. I think it's like the same like syllable, like cuts and spliced over and over. But like it's overall a great time. You know what the song's about, just like partying and listening to that buzzer just buzz. Like it's such a good horn and it's fun. The music video is great. Definitely watch my reaction if you want more thoughts, but yeah, a great way to get me into the mood. Track number 2 is Seu Crime, and this song I know does have a music video, but I didn't watch it before, so if you would like me to watch the music video for it, we can watch that at a later time. Oh, it's kind of acoustic. Okay, it's getting a little more percussive. Oh my god, her voice sounds so beautiful here. Ooh, she seems defiant here. Ooh, I like this drop, like this little dance beat. Ooh, I like how the production went out and came back in. Ooh, I just really love how she delivers this part. Hey, 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 hey. I feel like that was such a high note for her to get to. Oh, is that how we're gonna end? Guess so. So that was Seu Crime, and oh, that was beautiful. I really liked that one, honestly. I feel like it has a similar vibe to some of the songs that we've heard from Pabllo Vittar, especially with that 4/0 style. But like, it feels so emotional, and I really liked it. Like, I felt like it was like a cry, and like something that like you could sing with like tears in your eyes. Like you're dancing around having a good time, but you're crying at the same time. I feel like that's what this song is. And this song is about someone who, you know, did Pabllo Vittar wrong. And like Pabllo Vittar is like, I've tore up the photos, they're not coming back, and it's time to admit you were wrong and your crime was loving me. And like, she's trying to celebrate, you know, like living and moving on, but you know, there is going to be dealing with that past. And so it's like trying to abandon the past, but like also commenting on it as well. And so like, I think it acknowledges that the past happened, but is not focused on having that past. It's very beautiful. I really like this song. This is like, it's like, I don't know, it hits something different than like a Buzina or most of the songs on like 111. 111 and like Buzina especially are like, I am the baddest in the room and I know it and I'm just going to, you know, give off that energy. Where Seu Crime is like, I am like the baddest and it's because I'm the baddest that I'm going to, you know, handle my emotions properly and deal with them in a healthy way and, you know, work on moving on. And I like that. I think it admits more human characteristics to it and like it's relatable. I like it. It's sweet. Also, her high notes on it are just incredible. Track number 3 is Problema Seu, a song I've heard and a song I enjoyed. Let's listen again. Oh, I forgot that there's this ticking in it. Hey, I forgot that this is kind of a bop. Come on, give it to us, Pabllo. We're ready for it. Problema Seu. I forgot this breakdown here in the bridge. Problema Seu. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I forgot that it speeds up here. This is fun. So that was Problema Seu. I forgot that song existed, honestly. Like, I had a good time with it. Like, I don't know. Maybe because it was in the midst of my first Pabllo Vittar week, and I was just like, oh, these other songs, like, were just more my thing. And, like, the music videos in particular were just, like, more outstanding to me. I don't know, maybe, but also the Problema Seu music video was, like, actually really good, too, now that I think about it. I don't know why I didn't vibe with it before. I do vibe with it a lot more now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's had enough time where I didn't think about it to now where I do think about it for me to enjoy it. Like, it's really like it's your problem. It's yours. That, like, I think it was more of a feeling of like, I am awesome and like, if you're so bothered by me, like distracted and by being like attracted to me or whatever, she's like, I don't care. That's your problem. And amen. Overall, I enjoyed the song. I like some of the twists in it, but I think it has like just a general good vibe. And it's a fun song, I think, to play at like a chiller party. Like, it's not like something for you to just go like crazy on, but like it's fun. Like, for sure, like I think it's a fun vibe and I still think it's like a good party playlist type of song. Track number 4 is Disc Me, a song I've heard before and a song I enjoyed. Let's hear it again. That phone call gets me every time. I just love the power that's in her voice. Disc me, disc me, disc me. I really do like the clever word choice for the title and like the words in the song. Just give me the drop. The call drops again. So that was Disc Me and a song I heard and a song I enjoy. It's a chill, mellow song. So it seems like we have Buzina, hard-hitting, Seu Crime, which is softer, Problema Seu, Disc Me. So it kind of goes back and forth. I don't know if that's going to be how the album works, but I do know in some albums where it goes from instrumental to lyric, they kind of like alternate. And I know that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this, but I feel like generally if there is going to be a difference of vibes, it could be that to that to that to that. But yeah, I'm curious. I like the song. Is it my favorite on the project? No, but I think I'm still going to continue enjoying it like I did before. It also seems like now, I think those were the 4 singles. I don't know if there's any other singles from the album. And if there is, please let me know. But I think if that's the case, then the last 6 songs are all non-singles and all considered deep tracks or whatever. And so I'm excited to really dive in and see what the rest of this album is all about. Track number 5 is Nao Vou Deitar. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And that goes for pretty much the rest of all these names. I will do my best. Ooh, this is so pretty. This is all marimba, okay. Oh, adding some synthesized brass in there, I think. Ooh, I like how we just dropped into this. It's fun. Nao Vou Deitar. I like how the marimba has remained an integral part of the song. This definitely feels celebratory, almost like Ouro from 111 Deluxe. Oh, that was sudden. So that was Nao Vou Deitar, and oh, I like that song a lot. Like sonically, it was fun. It felt like an upbeat marimba version of Ouro, and like they kind of follow similar lyrical patterns too. Like it was the I will like find someone else and I will move on. And this is really like, I'm not gonna let you control me. I am not going to give in. That's kind of how Nao Vou Deitar translates, is not going to give in. And I like that. Like I really like that. I think I like the message. I think it's very Pabllo Vittar-esque. It really fits with it. And I think it goes along with the disc me being like, you say all these things and like you don't mean them. I'm walking away and I'm not happy about it. Like I think in like 111, any breakup stuff was very much like, oh well, whatever. Like your loss. I mean, I think it's much more like a Problema Seu in terms of the message of like 111 in terms of breakups. But like I think here she is experiencing those feelings, and she is like the baddest chick there in terms of like moving on and being, you know, maturing and like moving on from the situation again. But like we do get to see like that there are like, you know, tears. It's not the first time she suffered that she's cried. It is like how she feels, and she is going to not let this like ruin how she feels about love. She's not going to let that person control her. She's really just going to continue moving on. And I like that. Like I think it takes a lot more strength, and I think this is a way to show strength by being vulnerable here. And while I do like the 111 being like, yeah, I am the best, like I like this way of being like, I can make it. I can not give in. And I think, I don't know, it shows much more humanity, and I think it's more relatable. I like both, and I like having both my moods represented, but like I like now getting to experience that, and I think there's something really heartfelt about it. Track number 6 is Ouro or Ouro featuring Urias or Urias. Again, not familiar with Portuguese or the featured artist. Is that Urias? I think it's Ouro. Wait, this is kind of funky. I don't know, I vibe with it. Feels like I'm walking in a busy city, but like time has slowed down. Okay, Urias, go off. I feel like we didn't get much of Urias at all. Are they coming back? I hear Lumina over and over. Is that like light? I don't know, this is a different groove that I didn't expect to get in a Pabllo Vittar album. I think Ouro means gold, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, that was a cool way to flicker in and end. So that was Ouro. That was cool. I liked that song. It was like a vibe. It was slower. For some reason, it gives me the vibe. And this is just me because I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart Tour when I'm procrastinating. And this gives me the color scheme and puts me physically in the race track of Tokyo Blur. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't describe why, but it gives me that vibe of just like this groove of like, I don't know, an urban city, but like not like anything super fast or super jazzy or anything like industrial or anything else that would make it feel like a city. I just gives me the vibe of like I'm walking down the sidewalk in like New York City, like, but not necessarily like Manhattan, more like a Brooklyn, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why that like Brooklyn gives me also Tokyo Blur in like Mario Kart. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But this is a fun song. Like for its sonicness, it feels different than anything I've heard from Pabllo, and that's like really cool to see like the differences. Urias was a great featured artist. I really love their like verse on it. I think it fits in totally well. Like Pabllo is talking about how only I know like what I've gone through, and my treasure like deep inside it's gold and it shines. And that's what she's singing on the chorus. Gold, ooh. But instead of gold, it's oro. So like yes, I enjoyed Pabllo's part, and then Urias comes in there and is really hyping Pabllo up, honestly, being like, yes, like if you shine and you don't speak ill of others and don't speak ill of me, like if you're like focused on what you're doing and you know bettering yourself, like you're gonna go far. That's pretty much like the sentiment there, and I really like it. It's very like positive. I think that's one reason why I really like Pabllo Vittar is I am a perpetual optimist. I really always see like the silver linings. I always see the good in people. I always see the positives that can come out of a situation. And this album, and I think Pabllo Vittar in general, really is about like bringing light and life to the world. And for me, this album so far has been like a lot about bringing that light and that energy, like the star illuminating. Like that's a metaphor. And I feel like this album feels like a sense of illuminating like the world around us, and it's beautiful. Track number 7 is Trago, Seu Amor, Volta featuring Dilsinho. Oh, this is a distinct sound. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I like it looks like it's sparkling like with the wind chimes. Pabllo is singing a lot faster. I feel like she's determined. Okay, Dilsinho, come in. Oh, yes. Okay, sounds like they're duetting. Okay. Oh, I like this ominous sense, and it like kind of builds though. I feel like I keep hearing them say Deutsch. Oh, I like how it came out and then came back in. Trago su amor de volta. I think there's some brass in there too. Okay, it's classy. Oh, I didn't know my head tilt was happening right on time. So it's Trago su amor de volta. Huh, I liked that one. It had a feel-good vibe to it. And we really haven't gotten like a duet, like a proper duet where they sing at the same time, like from Pabllo much. I feel like we have, but like I don't recall it being on a standard album. I feel like most of the time when Pabllo has a featured artist, like they take turns, like there's certain parts that are like one artist versus another. And I like how in the chorus, like they both sing. It sounds very pretty, it sounds very lovely, and it has this like good, I don't know, it just feels like a warm hug a little bit. Like I feel like I'm by a campfire, just like chilling. And this song lyrically is also like a sweet message. It's interesting because it's like rekindling. Okay, didn't expect that to happen. I thought she was really just moving on. But she seems like she wants to bring the love back, like to this person that apparently like their love together had been broken, but she feels that it has to come back at some point. I don't know if it's necessarily like an immediate thing. It seems like it's like I'll leave and I'll go where the wind takes me, and I know that eventually I'll come back to you, and like I'll bring love back, and I don't want anything in return. Okay, like I don't know. It seemed like what the person had done had been like kind of messy, and so I don't know if I would want to bring the love back, but I like that each time she sings, like there is always like an optimistic turn on it. And I don't know. I hope for the best in this relationship. I don't think that Pabllo Vittar always sings from like a confessional standpoint. So I'm not going to say, oh, like I hope they're still together or anything. Because I feel like based on future albums, I don't think that would be the case. But like, she definitely makes me want to forgive her if she had left the relationship and she had been the messy one. You know what I mean? Like, makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So I enjoyed the song. I think Dilsinho did a great job on it. I think their voices worked very well together. And I would love to get more into Dilsinho's work as well if you would be interested in me doing that. Track number 8 is Vai Embora featuring Ludmilla. Okay, this is different. Oh, I like that like snap. Let's go. This is such minimalist production. Okay. Vai embora, vai embora. Oh, that was like some hard hits. This must be LUDMILLA. Oh, I like this percussion. It's kind of hip-hoppy, but it's fun. Oh, we picked it up. Vai embora. I feel like I'm running now. Vai embora, vai embora. Dang. So is Vai Embora. What a song. Okay, I did not expect this type of sound on this album either. I'm learning new things today. And this song was very like, it felt kind of hip hop inspired, but then it got like that, you know, that experimental like dance club vibe as well. And then also like, I assume there's some Ouro and other Brazilian influences in there. If you have a specific name for what I just heard, like that style, I would love to know because I feel like I should know because that was very distinct. But this song translates to go away. And I think that's the big theme of the song. It's very much like whatever relationship she brought the love back to in the previous song, if they are about the same relationship, that's over for today. Like, Ludmilla and Pabllo were basically like, today I'm pure evil. No, we're not having this. I think that Pabllo's partner was loose in the club. And so I assume cheating, and Pabllo is not having that. So, bye. So, yeah. Threw the clothes out the door in the box to the left, you know? Yeah, it's like, I think that's the kind of song it is. It really is like the anger associated with that breakup. And it's a Pabllo-led breakup because that person really messed up. I think my favorite line in it, and why I think I was giggling at the beginning of me talking, is that one line from Ludmilla translates to, "The Department of Health doesn't recommend this," which I just think is just such a funny line. I mean, it probably sounds more poetic and like perfect in Portuguese, but in like English, I don't know. I just have never heard like a song where someone says the Department of Health or the health department or whatever. Like, I think that's just so funny. It makes me laugh just thinking about it. And there's plenty of other great lines in there, but that one stood out to me. And so, yeah, I would not want to get on either Pabllo Vittar or Ludmilla's bad side, but they really did make a good song about someone being on their bad side. Yeah, I really liked this collaboration. I think it worked very well. Track number 9 is No Hablo Español, but your title says otherwise. This feels like the song in a vignette. This feels almost like swing music. This kind of actually now feels like Problema Seu. No hablo español. Pero no hablo español, but I don't speak Spanish. It feels like there's sometimes some voices in the background doing some other things. I don't know what that's about. I just love how she sings that. It's really hard for me to hear any of the other lyrics, and so I can't tell if she's singing the whole thing in Spanish or not. So that was the No Hablo Español. That was a good song. Okay, I see what you did there. Like, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Te Amo from Rihanna. I want to say that's from Rated R. I'm not quite sure on that, but I will check. So yeah, like that was a great song. It's all about lyrically about how she meets this person that like is really hot. Honestly, I think she specifically says it's a guy, but I'm not actually sure about that. But yeah, so she meets this person and like they hit it off. They're talking kind of dirty in Pabllo's ear, and Pabllo's like, oh dang, I have to admit I don't speak Spanish. However, I'm going to let my body talk instead. A corporal language, a body language, and a language that they're gonna understand. So, all right. Yeah, I feel like this song is very much up Pabllo's alley. It's very like sensual. It's very like you feel the groove, like a slow jam. Yeah, it's a good time. I like it. Is it gonna be my favorite on this album? Probably not, but that's just because this style is not as like my preferred. It's still a style I enjoy, but like I think I like it more for its lyrical themes of he I can't speak Spanish, but I can let my body talk. Like I think that's just funny. I think it works within Pabllo's sense of humor and her like little flirtatious expressions and her singing. And yeah, I like this song. I think it was fun. Yeah. It's funny actually that I looked up like the lyrics and I actually could read pretty much and get the gist of like the paragraph that's in Portuguese. I'm starting to get a little bit better at like reading some of the Portuguese. But yes, the song is mainly in Portuguese, and just the Pero no hablo español is pretty much the only part that's in Spanish. So, like, I think it's cool for me that I'm kind of learning a new language unofficially through reacting to Pabllo Vittar. And I don't know, that feels nice for me. But yeah, I'm glad to share that experience with you. And also, yeah, I enjoyed the song. It's a good song. Track number 10, last track on this album, Miragem. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing things right. Okay, this kind of feels like Nao Vou Deitar, except for more muffled. Ooh, this kind of hypes me up a little bit, but it's still kind of mellow. Okay, sing it, Pabllo. What was that? The beats on this are also really good. Keep singing it, Pabllo. It feels so good coming out of your mouth. Okay, we just stripped it back to outro it. So that was Miragem, and well, that's kind of like a sad way to end the album, honestly. I just looked up the lyrics and it's really about her being tricked by some guy and saying, oh, like it makes me shudder that like your kiss was that dangerous, and it lit up this like, fire in me, but it actually wasn't passion that I ended up having or passion that really you had, I guess. But it was actually like a mirage and like it was an illusion, and like no, she has to deal with I really was like tricked, and I caught feels for this person, and this person either isn't real, like completely imaginary, like I'm not real, I just live in your brain, or it's something more like, hey, like this person just really wasn't upfront about their feelings or was lying that they were very into Pabllo. And that's unfortunate. I feel bad for Pabllo. The rest of this album is like so like, I'm either great or I'm gonna take the higher road, or you're awful but that's not gonna affect me for very long, or at least it's gonna make it me look vulnerable and brave and everything. And this one just feels sad. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, this song, it was fine. It was good. But I'm kind of like sad that we didn't end the album on like a triumphant note. But, I think it sets us up for, 111, where she really is not going to have any, like, vulnerability, I guess. I don't know. I feel like 111, she's very much like, there's no way to destroy Pabllo here. And so, yeah. This one makes me a little sad, honestly. I know that this is probably not based in her actual life, but, like, I feel bad nonetheless. I do think that it's cool that this kind of goes into the style of the cumbia, since a lot of the other songs that we hear from Pabllo are in Ouro. I really like when we get some other elements of other regional styles. I think it's cool to, you know, get a new sonic perspective. With that said, we have finished this album, and honestly, I had a lot of fun. Like, this album, I didn't expect to have that much fun. I enjoyed all the singles that I heard, but to me, I feel like I like most of the deep tracks more. Like, I think I like most of the songs that I heard, like, today for the first time. And that's really cool. Like, I think all three collaborations did what they needed to do. I think, like, Seu Crime, probably of the singles, is probably actually my favorite, but, like, I hadn't heard it before, so I couldn't, like, say that. And, like, Nao Vou Deitar, that was not how you pronounce it. Nao Vou Deitar, we'll try with that. Yeah, like, I like all the features. I mean, I guess none of the featured artists are the singles. Maybe they just couldn't get, like, Pabllo's team couldn't get the artist as well as Pabllo to, you know, have the time to shoot a music video. So maybe that's why. I don't know, that's interesting. Like, because I feel like with 111, every time there's like a feature, it's like, okay, time for a music video, cool. And yeah, that's a little different, I guess. But yeah, I think this album is like fun. It gets vulnerable at times, but it also can just be fun. And I think it explores a lot of different styles. And I think it's a little more cohesive than 111, but it's not as cohesive as Batida Tropical. It kind of has the ability to work in different styles and not have everything necessarily connect. Because if everything connected, that would be a whirlwind of a time, going from let's go crazy to, like, you hurt me, to your problem if you think I'm hot and you can't deal with it, then going to this person calling me again, and I'm not gonna give in to that. I'm filled with gold. But then you want to bring the love back, but then you like go away, and then you're finding some other lover that speaks Spanish, cool, but then, like, everything was all illusion. So I'm very confused, like, if I was trying to get an overall message. But I think this album has a lot going on in it. It kind of feels almost like Pabllo's version of, like, what a Red album would be from Taylor, like, considering that, like, it goes into so many different musical styles and it deals with a lot of different emotions regarding, like, love, romance, and other stuff outside of romance. Like, Buzina doesn't really have much to do with romance. It's really just getting the party started. And, like, no, everything else is about love or the absence of it. So, yeah, I think that was, like, cool to have an album that isn't necessarily like, oh, it's just gonna be a playlist of, like, a bunch of different, like, cool, hard-hitting songs. But it's also not like, we're gonna have this really cohesive body of work featuring Ouro and Techno Brega and Calypso and just all these other cool styles. And I like that, honestly, because I think this one, because I guess Pabllo Vittar is not as well recognized at that point in time. I mean, I think she was still, like, recognized to some extent, but, like, I think this album feels like, oh, she's experimenting with what she wants to do, and she can just, like, have the songs that she wants and sing what she wants to sing about, and it just feels good. All the music just feels good, except for Miragem. Miragem kind of wrecked me. But all the other songs, like, they feel good, and, like, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and, like, I had a good time with the record. And I feel like sometimes when I react to a long project, I get tired and I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep going. But, like, this one just felt like zoom, 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 and we're just having fun times. Like, I'm like, oh, this is a fun song, 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 this is a fun song. Everything is a fun song. And I think that's just really great, because it means I want to return to this project more. It means I want to listen to a lot of these songs on their own and within the album. Like, I think it's going to be a really good time, and I'm really appreciative that all of you, like, requested me to react to this, because I felt like I was just continuing on the Pabllo Vittar. Like, I do love most of what Pabllo Vittar does. But I was like, okay, I guess we're going to get into another full project. And this one, like, hit different in a way that didn't feel tiring. It didn't feel like I wanted it to end. I didn't necessarily want it to end. And each time I could look over and see how much time there was left on a song, there wasn't much time left on it. And that's, first of all, because it's a very short song, but also because my attention had been captured for so long. And I think that's really good. And I think that's a really good sign that this album is going to grow a ton on me. With that said, here are some of my favorites. So the top tier of the songs I love, the standouts, the ones I'll play over and over. Songs in the middle are songs I'll add to my playlist. I like them, but they're not going to be at the top of the top. And then songs at the bottom are just not really for me. Doesn't mean they're a bad song. Doesn't mean they can't be your favorite song. Just means they're not for me. And that's okay. Pabllo didn't make this album for me. But it kind of feels like she did at the same time. What are your thoughts on this project? Did you like it? Did you not? Please let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, please like it. Please comment down below. Check out your interact. I'll listen to you next. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already and you'd like to be. And thanks for watching. This is TurtleStormer. Catch you later.
It's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes. It's storming turtles, it's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big.